Ladies and gentlemen, I have exciting news for you. Right before I started filming this video, I took a massive dump. Yes. I took a huge crap. Gabe, how do you feel about that? He loves it. He loves it. Oh, man. I feel emptied out. Subscribe to Review Tech USA, and let's get into it. Hit the bell, too, for all the notifications. All the notifications. Skip it up and that up. So, scalping next-gen consoles, PC hardware, graphics cards, the Ryzen 5000 CPUs. Good luck to any of it. It's impossible to find. And it's not just due to component shortages due to the pandemic. It's also in part due to the pandemic because there's more people staying home and buying stuff, which is strange because it also hurts the economy because of the pandemic. But because there's more people working from home or there's more people playing from home, you're having more people go out and buy things like an iPad to use Zoom on for work, or buy a game console because they're working from home and they're bored, or they're laid off and they're bored and they're like, hey, I may be losing money right now because I'm unemployed, but I want to play some Switch so I don't lose my mind, so I'm going to go out and buy a Nintendo Switch. That's the sound effect the Switch Joy-Cons make. I just can't use the sound effect because Nintendo has gone after videos for using it. I'm not kidding. Well, another reason that there is shortages is because that there are scalpers with bots out there that when you want to go buy something, like I've wanted to buy the AMD Ryzen 9 5950X processor, even if I follow a Twitter feed that lets you know when the item is just released, soon as I click on the link to go buy the 5950X, it's gone as soon as I get the link. Because there's bots out there that are automatically circumventing all the systems, and as soon as something is released, like that processor, it's gone already. And what are these people doing that buy these components with bots? They're reselling them at exorbitant prices. And guess what? They're making huge profits. Huge profits. This comes from comicbook.com. I'm going to read it to you, then we will discuss. That's journalistic integrity right there. In a new report from BBC, one scalper that went by the name of Jake, to keep his real identity hidden, said that he has made well over $10,000 by reselling PlayStation 5 consoles. Jake explained that he made the most money from his venture right when the PS5 came out. At the start, when stock was limited, you could easily sell a PS5 for £800, he said. Jake went on to acknowledge that many look down on the scalpers for reselling items like this for far more than their retail value. However, to Jake, he sees this as nothing more than being a savvy business person. I don't sound like a very nice person, but it's business, isn't it? Why should I be sitting in my bedroom playing video games like every other 18-year-old? Because, you know, there's nothing else you could do with your time except scalp consoles, not doing anything with their life. It's easy money. It's pocket money, he said simply. That really annoys me. So here's a guy reselling consoles to people who's basically promoting the stigma of, oh, if you play video games, you're doing nothing with your life. But buy a PlayStation 5 for me for double the price, $1,000 each. I'm doing something with my life. I'm screwing other people over. Although Jake sees this as a means of making money for himself, he said that the job has also come with some slight danger. According to Jake, he has received threats from men in their 30s and 40s. I love that because it's like, oh, these old men are bothering me. I'm assuming Jake, from how this sounds, from the context, he's like late teens, early 20s. So he's like, oh, look at these old men abusing me for gaming the system and selling the consoles at exorbitant prices. And look, if you are sending this guy death threats, I totally condemn that. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, his life shouldn't be on the line for scalping consoles. But I just don't like the way he worded it, though. But yes, again, I totally agree that that's disgusting and condemn it completely that he's getting threats for scalping PS5 consoles in this manner. Although his safety has never been compromised, this seems to be why he opts to use a fake name in the report rather than disclosing his actual name and face. Now, a lot of people get on me, even on my personal Facebook, people I know saying, Rich, this is capitalism, supply and demand, blah, 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 blah. Hey, look, if people want to buy the PS5 for $1,500 when it costs $500 before taxes at most, that's on them. But I like I've said before, it's like double-digit percentages of how many of the PlayStation 5 consoles are being scalped instead of bought by people who actually just want to play the system, which ends up hurting Sony as well, because the scalpers are not buying accessories, they're not buying games that Sony gets licensing fees on, they're not making Sony a profit because Sony is selling the console at a loss. They're just buying them up to resell them at triple the price, and people who could have rightfully got the console at MSRP are getting screwed over. But here's a perfect example as to how I'm totally for capitalism. I have a bunch of older computers that I'm selling on eBay. I'm going to be selling them. I'm not going to have a reserve. I know right now there's people literally selling like the old RX 580 due to the crypto mining boom, and the card selling naturally because that's what people are bidding on it for $400 or $500 for like an RX 580. That's a really old card. I do not recommend. Now, if you could buy one for $80 or $90, it's a hell of a deal. That's what I actually put in the rig that I made a YouTube video on a computer I put together. I put an RX 580 in there and I got it for like, I think like 90 something dollars. That's a hell of a deal. But $400 or $500, no. But I'm putting computers up. I'm not going to have a reserve. And if they sell for insane prices, that's not on me. That's just consumer demand. Okay? These guys are going out there. The PS5 and Series X are selling out before they're even like officially listed on the websites because they have bots circumventing the system. That's not demand making the prices high. That's literally shady people using software to take it out of other people's hands, and then they're going on eBay and saying this is the buy it now price. Buy a PlayStation 5 now for $1,500 even though it should be $400 or $500 depending on the version that you get. You see the difference? One is, hey, I'm not even setting a reserve, so whatever naturally that these computers sell at, they sell at. One is forcing people to spend exorbitant prices to get the PlayStation 5. Capitalism, unethical bullcrap. Big difference. You see what I'm saying? But hopefully, this will lead into the next story. By the way, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click the red button. But hopefully, the supply issues will end soon. But stay tuned for the next video today because I got some bad news for you on that too. But scalpers suck. It has nothing to do with capitalism. It has to do with people being shady, and I can't stand scalpers. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Now I'm gassy. I guess I have to poop again. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.